how did the mask come about?
Well, I think most people know this, but does everybody in this room know how the mask came about?
I have no idea. I've heard stories. I don't know.
Let's go on film.
The script asked for a blank-faced mask. I mean, the idea was, and by the way, we never called him Michael Myers, not once. Everybody comes up, did you play Michael Myers? Well, I don't know how to answer that in the short version. He was called The Shape, and the description said a blank-faced mask that makes you kind of feel eerie. My assignment then was to go out and find a blank-faced mask that makes you feel eerie. And as it would have been a commercial, something commercial, it was a tricky thing because you didn't want to invent something that you didn't think could ever be found in a store anywhere, because otherwise, how did Michael Myers get hold of this thing? So I went down to on Hollywood Boulevard. There was a big costume shop
Still
down there.
there.
And
So it
John
wasn't
gave me
Poe Studios.
John gave me a lot of leeway about what to pick. So I not only picked out a blank-faced mask that looked like it might work, which was a William Shatner mask. There were other choices. There was Richard Nixon.
Nice.
There was, I think, was Gerald Ford president by then?
Yes.
Gerald Ford mask, but they all looked like cartoons. They didn't look right, and this just looked like a guy's face, and it didn't look especially like William Shatner anyway. So that's going to work. So I took that back, and I also took an Emmett Kelly mask. Emmett Kelly was an old sad sack clown. It's a classic-looking mask, with his face all turned down, and a little cigar sticking out of his mouth. And that struck me that would be eerie too, and it turned out certainly on it was eerie. But we modeled the Emmett Kelly mask first. The guy came out of the bathroom wearing that with the neutral suit, because I knew I wanted him to fall off. You just didn't want to pay attention to what else he was wearing from the mask down, so it had to be neutral. A jumpsuit was just right, you don't really think about it. It's just part of it. And he came out in the Emmett Kelly mask, and John and I are looking at each other and going, eerie, that's very strange. So we're already golden. We know we've got something that's going to work. And I had cut out the eye holes a little bit bigger. I yanked off the sideburns, and I can't remember whether they were actual eyebrows or whether they were just part of the mask, but if they were eyebrows, I yanked them off. And spray painted the whole thing Krylon appliance white. Fish belly white. And he came out wearing that thing, and I'm telling you, as soon as he walked out the door, I was like, oh, fuck. That is the scariest. Who knew? I mean, it was magic. We knew we were onto something now because it was so damn scary walking in. You didn't even have to have a story. It was just, no! And that's that.
One of the things I remember from being in the film was usually in the film, when you're doing a film, it's not that scary.
Yeah.
Because there's all people around and all this stuff, but I do remember opening that door when he comes out and grabs me by the neck. Every time, we probably only did 3 takes, maybe we weren't doing too many takes, but it was really scary having that mask, this, coming right at you. That was the one moment of doing it that was really, people always say, was it scary? And I was like, no. Except for that. That was really, that mask was scary.
Yeah, I caught myself, because I had occasion to wear it myself a few times. I caught myself in a mirror a few times and scared myself, literally, just looking at, wow, Jesus, this. What kind of mind would go and get this mask and put it on? That's first.
Right.
It really starts to get working on your head when you go, who would do that? Oh no, he's dead, he's sick.
I wonder why my ex-wife said I changed while we were doing that film.
Almost every wearer of the mask acknowledges that when you put it on, you get into something. It's like,
I was breathing inside the. I would every time I put it on. I'm into the.
You gonna pass out?
Huh?
You gonna pass out?
I didn't hyperventilate.
Yeah, but by the time you did it, though,
Huh?
by the time you did it, you didn't copyright the mask in a sense. But there were masks available in stores at that point. By the time the second one came out,
that makes me think of what Dick is saying.
you must have been able to read.
The sound effects editor on the first one picked up on that, and if you listen at the end of the movie, you hear that sound, that heavy breathing sound. It really had an effect. Played an effective part.
Any last questions?